Hey everyone, what's up? What's going on? Daniel here, no Gian today. He's a little bit busy to say the least. I'm sure he'll talk more about it on the next podcast, or maybe he won't. But just me today. We know these things are time sensitive, so we really wanted to get this out there for our five fans. And so this is for the Game of Thrones season 7 official trailer, not a teaser, but the official trailer. So there's going to be some story stuff in here, I'm sure. I'm excited for it. I know it comes out in a few weeks, but let's get right into it. So let's do it. All right. Well, that's a beast of a trailer if I've ever seen one. I mean, goddamn. But to be fair, it's been building up for 6 seasons, so like any sort of major action's gonna just seem fucking badass. Um, well, obviously we're in a territory that hasn't been explored by neither the book and obviously not the TV people. So whatever we have to speculate, well, it's just me today, unfortunately. It's kind of like, you just don't know. Um, Obviously, Cersei's going to be the big bad, I think, of this season. I just feel like getting her off the map, 'cause she's going to die. She's not going to make it. But getting her off the map is most important. I personally feel like you have all these factions trying to go to the throne. And, with the exception of maybe the North, everyone's focused on getting that throne. Obviously, Jon Snow and company know the real threat. Um, so I personally see the ending of this particular season to take place in King's Landing somewhere, where Cersei dies, and now they're trying to figure out, well, who's gonna conquer, who's gonna take the throne or whatever. And then at that last moment, when everyone's bickering over this unimportant, stupid thing, we finally climaxed. Boom, White Walkers. Some extent, somehow, they're gonna factor into there because they're the true ultimate baddie, and that's the final boss. That's going to be season 8. That's my prediction. Um, the trailer appeared to show 3 distinct battles. Um, Obviously intercut different moments to make it seem like there was a lot more action, but it seemed like 3 particular scenes. Hopefully, there's more, and they're just not trying to show their hand. There's some sort of naval battle, and there's a battle with the Dothraki, and obviously with our dragon, full size dragon now. Um, Fucking huge. Obviously, well, not obviously, I shouldn't say that, but personally, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. It's still pretty fucking big. I mean, I don't know how big I wanted it to get. Um, it's not fucking Godzilla. We didn't see all the major players in this trailer, so there's still people who are out and about, and we don't know if they're going to show in this season or next season or what. All I know is I'm excited. I can't wait. It's probably a shitty reaction because I just have no one to riff off of, and plus Gian is way more versed in the Game of Thrones world than I am. He's read the books. I haven't. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for Gian, I probably wouldn't have gotten into the show because he filtered a lot of my stupid questions, like who's this guy, who's this guy, and it was like he would just be like, well, don't you fucking watch the show? And I just wouldn't understand any of it. Obviously, he had way more knowledge than I did, and it was very hard to like go to the internet for answers because obviously the internet is full of trolls, and not only that, but people who genuinely love Game of Thrones and have loved it since the motherfucking book came out, you know, 20 years ago. And so I feel like there's so much lore that if you try to go looking like, well, let's read about Jon Snow, because and you're starting in season 1, you're trying to read about Jon Snow, like who is he and like who's his parents and whatever, and then all of a sudden you're just boom, you're blasted with a bunch of shit. All of a sudden it's just like, oh, Jon Snow got stabbed to death. Jon Snow, his parents might be, not Ned Stark and all this. So all of a sudden, just from like you just want to read a little bit about the character, a little bio, all of a sudden you have a lot of spoilers. So I wouldn't do that to avoid that because I knew that was going to happen. So I just asked Gian questions, and he helped me out. And then, as soon as I started watching the show, I got to about season 4, and I fucking enjoyed it. But anyway, this isn't about me liking Game of Thrones. This is about Game of Seven, Game of Thrones season 7 trailer, and I think that's gonna do it. Uh, like I said, not the best reaction trailer, but we definitely wanted to get it out there, and I'm excited. I can't wait. Um, we're actually gonna probably do something different. To celebrate actually Game of Thrones season 7, we want to do this little giveaway. where we give away the box set, seasons 1 through 6 of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray to one lucky fan. Um, some sort of contest. Me and Gian are hashing it out right now. Well, actually, he doesn't know this, so now if he's watching this for the first time, yes, we're gonna do that. So sorry to break it to you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so stay tuned for more information on that. But yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I tried to do something with this green screen. I hope it comes out. It's all folded. I'm looking at it right now. It's all folded and shit in the background. I'm just hoping it comes out. If not, it's gonna look really stupid, and I'm gonna get shit for it. But whatever. Fuck it. Deuces.